What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Brooklyn Toffee Experience. I'm your girl T, and you're tuned in to Brooklyn Toffee Experience. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? Y'all miss me? I know it's been a whole week, but child, it's a whole lot of going on, okay? And I have some announcements, but I'm gonna make them at the end of this video, okay? Now, I just want to jump into the topic. As y'all can see from the title below, this is going to be a serious topic, but a topic that I feel very strongly about, and I want to bring awareness on my platform and my channel. You know, I figure I talk about it because I have a channel, and I just want to give my commentary and my views on it, okay? Now, I'm going to give y'all notice up in advance. Some of the views, you know, some people from certain demographics may not agree with it, you know, and that's fine. We all don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree. All right. Be respectful in the comments. That's all I'm going to say, because you will get blocked. Okay. So now we're going to jump right into it. I got notes, so if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my notes because I want to give y'all all the facts, and then I'm going to give my commentary, my views and thoughts on this whole case. Okay, so let's get it. All right, so Ahamud Arbery, who is 25 years of age, as you all know, and if you don't know, he was gunned down tragically on February 23rd of 2020 this year on a Sunday afternoon, okay? Now, Ahamud Arbery, he was athletic. He played football, so, you know, he regularly jogged through his neighborhood, all right? Now, he was shot and killed by Travis McMichael, which he is 34 years of age, okay? And he was accompanied by his father, Gregory McMichael, who is 64 years of age. And then their family friend tagged along with them, and his name is Byron Williams. Okay? Now, as I stated, Ahamud was jogging as he normally does in the neighborhood of Satilia Shores, a middle-class neighborhood in Brunswick, Georgia. Okay? So, this is the suspects. I'm going to go over it again. Travis McMichael, who is 34 years of age, Gregory McMichael, who is 64 years of age, and their family friend, Byron Williams. Now, Gregory McMichael is a retired police officer who was also an investigator for the district attorney's office. Okay, he worked for and under Jackie Johnson. She's the district attorney for Glenn County. Okay, now, this is the story that they gave that is on record, okay? Now, both Travis and Gregory McMichael stated after seeing Ahamud run by them, grabbed their weapons from their home, a .357 Magnum revolver and a shotgun. They jumped in their truck and proceeded to follow Ahamud, okay? They stated there had been a rash of burglaries in the community, okay? And Ahamud looked like he could be the suspect, okay? They caught up with Ahamud, and Travis McMichael confronted Ahamud with the shotgun. They both proceeded to struggle, and Ahamud was fatally shot and killed. He was shot 3 times, okay? And of course, you know, he did not survive. Then the second story that they told was when they confronted Ahamud, Ahamud violently attacked Travis McMichael, and therefore Travis shot him 3 times in self-defense. Okay? Now, this whole county, Glenn County, has a history of corruption. Okay, they have a history of corruption. Now, in its police department, last year, a former county police officer was indicted. Okay, so that's the first strike. Second strike, Chief of Police John Powell was indicted days after Ahmaud's death for perjury and violating his oath of office. So that kind of gives you an idea and a background what kind of goddamn police department this is. All right. And you can kind of get an idea what kind of town this is. All right. But again, I'm going to save my commentary to the end of what I think. I'm just going to hit y'all with the facts right now. All right. Now, the prosecutors that have been on this case, because so far there has been 3 prosecutors that have been on this case. Okay, so the first prosecutor, which is the district attorney for Glenn County, her name is Jackie Johnson. Okay, she had to recuse herself because Gregory McMichael, who is 64 years of age, had worked for the district attorney's office and underneath her. So that is a conflict of interest, so she had to recuse herself. Then the second prosecutor, his name is George Barnhill. Now, we'll have all the pictures as I'm talking. You'll see, so you can see what these people look like and all the players that's involved. Okay, so getting back to George Barnhill. George Barnhill was the second prosecutor to touch this case. Now, he also had to recuse himself. Now, he recused himself due to his son working at the district attorney's office under Jackie Johnson, and he also worked with Gregory McMichael before he retired, because right now Gregory McMichael had been retired now for about a year, but when he worked there, George Barnhill's son worked with him. So therefore, George Barnhill had to recuse himself. And George Barnhill, he's a goddamn character. I don't like this man. But we going to get, like I said, I'm holding my commentary to after I give y'all the facts. But I don't like this man. I don't like him. Now, let me tell you what he did. Now, George Barnhill when this happened back in February, George Barnhill wrote a letter to the chief of police, John Powell. Okay, and in this letter, I got to read this for y'all, because you're going to be like, what? Like, huh? He really said that? Yeah, he really said this. Excuse me. I'm just clearing my throat. Because somebody cough, y'all be like, she got it. No, bitch, I'm clearing my throat. Thank you. Anyway, so now, as I stated, George Barnhill had wrote a letter to the chief of police, John Powell, in February when all of this happened. And his letter was very shocking. Okay, so this is what he wrote. He wrote, it appears Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and Byron Williams, remember that's the family friend, were following in hot pursuit of a burglary suspect with solid first-hand probable cause for a citizen's arrest. They were going to hold him until law enforcement arrived. Yeah, this is what he wrote, the chief of police. So basically, this is why, because I know a lot of people are like, well, damn, this happened February 23rd. What's up? Like, why is it taking so long? You know what I mean? But this is why, because the second prosecutor that touched this case before he recused himself, he wrote this letter and he felt like, they shouldn't be arrested. This is why they had been home for so long and they're just now being indicted and arrested. Okay, and then they also tried to blame it on the fact that, I can't even say that word, but Big Bitch Rona was running around here, and that slowed up a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So that was also like their little reasoning for why the McMichaels and Byron Williams was still sitting pretty free home with their families. Okay, so yeah, he's something else. I'm glad he has to recuse himself off this goddamn case. All right, now, as y'all know, Travis and Gregory McMichael has been arrested. As of May 7th, they were arrested, okay? So, like I said, I've been doing my research, and as I was doing my research, this news came in, all right? Like, literally, a couple hours before I started recording. So, yeah, they were arrested as of May 7th, okay? And, child, let me tell you what they stated when these men got arrested, because they haven't arrested the family friend yet, Byron Williams, and I'm getting to Byron Williams too. All right, so they stated when Travis and Gregory McMichael was arrested, of course, the charges are as follows: murder and aggravated assault. Now, the arrest came a month and a half after the murder and 2 days after the video surfaced. Okay, so I'm not going to play the video in this video, but I'll leave the link in the description below, so y'all can, if you haven't seen the video, you can watch it. But to me, that video is just so heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? It's just very heartbreaking and disturbing. But 74 days in total before these men were arrested. Okay, so they've been indicted and arrested as of May 7th. Okay, now they stated that when the arrest was going on, Travis, when they came up on the house, Travis was playing with his 2-year-old son in the backyard. Okay, he could still play with his son, but there's a mother who no longer has her son. All right. Then they said Gregory McMichael was taken into custody inside the house. Okay. Then they stated the arresting officers was consoling Travis McMichael while being led away to the police car. What is you consoling him for? But I'm going to get to that. And they stated that the arrest lasted less than 5 minutes. So, pretty much it went off without a hitch. There was no disruption or anything like that. They was able to, go in there and arrest both the McMichaels, father and son, without any arrest. Okay? So, yeah, that had me like, what? But anyways, getting back now, Tom Durden, as far as the prosecutors, the third and current prosecutor that is on the case is Tom Durden. Okay, D-U-R-D-N, Durden, Tom Durden. Okay, now he's originally the district attorney for Atlantic Judicial Circuit. Okay, so he was brought in by the Attorney General, all right, now, and the GBI. Okay, so actually Tom Durden was the one that formally asked the GBI to get involved. The director of the GBI is Vic Reynolds. Okay, so he oversees the GBI, and the GBI is the Georgia Bureau of Investigations. Okay, so once they got involved, they're the ones who were investigating it. And then once that video came out and the GBI reviewed it, they decided, there needs to be an indictment and an arrest. And I agree. But it's like, why did it have to take this long? So the local chapter of the NAACP that's down there, the chapter president, John Perry, okay, John Perry II, actually, he has organized the hashtag Run with Ahmad and an organization, and they have a GoFundMe. Just think, if you want to donate to help his family during this time, you can donate. I'll leave the information over here. Okay, now Mr. John Perry II, he's also calling for the chief of police to be fired. Because remember earlier now, I told you that the chief of police, John Powell, he just got indicted in February, days after Ahmaud's murder. He was indicted for perjury and failing to take his oath seriously, not following his oath of office. So he's been out, okay, because he was indicted. But you know how they do. So now the chief of police, John Powell, yeah, he was indicted, but they got him on paid suspension. Excuse me? He's on paid suspension right now. But the NAACP, Mr. John Perry II, who's the president of that chapter down there, he's calling for him to be fired as of right now, which I definitely agree with that. He needs to be fired, okay? Because just from everything I told you so far with how the police department, the sheriff's department, and everybody down there is just really corrupt. Yes, they need to clean house, and this case and this investigation needs to be done with transparency, thoroughly, and they need to make sure all the facts get released. Because in my opinion, it sounds like, the typical good old boys club down there. As you just said, everything I read, everybody seemed corrupt down there. The chief of police, they had last year another county police officer who was indicted on charges. Like, what is going on with that police department? It seems like because it's the good old boys club, everybody just turns a blind eye to everything and the corruption that goes on. And when you have towns like that, small towns like that, it's not just the South. It happens up here too, in upstate New York, in the city, where you have corrupt people in office, corrupt law enforcement. Okay, I live in Brooklyn, and growing up as a kid in Brooklyn, one of the most infamous police departments. I lived in that district of the 7-5. The 75th precinct. Anybody from Brooklyn, you know what I'm talking about. The 7-5, okay? Which was the most corrupt police department, I think, in New York City. The 75th precinct. I currently still live in that district of the 75th precinct. So when you have police departments like that, how can we trust that police department to do a thorough investigation on this? And then when you have one of the prosecutors writing a letter to the chief of police talking about there's no need for arrest in this. Excuse me? How would you feel if someone tracked your loved one down like a dog and shot and killed them like they was less than a dog? Y'all white folks kill me sometime with that. Y'all go and all on TV, PETA and all of that, and cry over your animals. And don't get me wrong, nobody should be out here just goddamn killing pets. But I'm just saying, like, you ever notice how, look what they did to Michael Vick. Look what they did to Michael Vick. Y'all will go all out for a goddamn dog. But a black man gets shot down and it's like, oh well. Another one bites the dust. And it's okay if y'all don't agree with me, but that's how the fuck I feel. Period. Now, continuing on. Now, the attorney that's representing the family, the civil rights attorney, he's actually really good, and he's handled many a cases. I really like this guy. You've seen him before in the media. I'm gonna put his picture right here. Mr. Lee, Mr. S. Lee Merritt. Okay, is the lawyer for the family. He's a civil rights attorney, as I mentioned already. Now, if you don't know who he is, let me refresh your memory. Now, Merritt, he represented Botham Jean's family in the Amber Geiger case. Put the pictures here so you refresh your memory. Okay, which not too long ago just happened. All right, so he was the attorney representing Botham Jean's family, okay, which was another corrupt case. All right, and then also remember the young guy who testified in the Amber Geiger case, Joshua Brown, and then a couple of days, like a week after, or a couple of days after Joshua Brown had testified in that case, he ended up dead, which I think is a cover up. I think them damn cops killed him. Allegedly. That's what I think. Okay? Y'all know y'all thinking that too. But yeah, that's that attorney. Okay, he's a really good attorney. Actually, he just did an interview on the Breakfast Club about this case and everything before the arrest, you know. So he's a really good civil rights attorney, representing these families. You know, it's like, damn, come on now. It's like a never-ending list of young black men getting killed. Like, this young man was only 25 years old. He was supposed to turn 26 this past Friday. Not this Friday this past Friday, he was turning 26. Like, I really feel for his family and his mom. Like, I really feel for them at this time. But to wrap this up, I'm going to give my final thoughts on this. So my final thoughts on this whole entire case, I think that there was initially a cover-up. I do. I think there was a cover-up. I think they tried to sweep this under the rug. And it wasn't until that video came out. Now, speaking of the video, so the friend, remember the family friend that I told you that was with the McMichaels, okay, Byron Williams? Well, the only reason why we were able to see that video, because it just so happened Byron Williams was the one that was recording. Now, Byron Williams had came out and gave the video because in his backwards mind, he stated that, he released the video, okay, because he looked at it like, well, the video will exonerate us. It'll exonerate the McMichaels. Because it clearly shows that, Ahmaud attacked Travis. No, it does not show that. Idiot. Even the governor, Governor Kemp, said that when he watched the video, it was a clean-cut case of murder. Joe Biden even tweeted out on this, even though, I just feel like some of the politicians that's tweeting out on this case, because we still in campaign season, election season. So I feel like, cases like this, I feel like certain politicians will come out and act like they all for the black community because they want that black vote. Don't fall for it, y'all, because they already think that we stupid and that we don't have critical thinking skills. All right? Joe Biden don't give a damn about us. Y'all black folks that sit there and believe that bullshit if you want to, they don't give a damn about us. So miss me with the bullshit, Biden. Miss me with the bullshit. All right? Because you going to tweet out, all right, you tweeted that out that, justice needs to be served and this was cold-blooded murder and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, whatever the hell else you said. But where was you at Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, both them Joshua Brown, you know, like Mike Brown, like, where was you at? What did you do? Did you visit them families? Did you go out there? No, you didn't, Biden. No, you didn't. But because it's election time, oh, you want to make it seem like you for the black community. Miss me with that whole bullshit. And also, my other thoughts on this case is, like I said, this case is just a bunch of fucking bullshit. Bullshit. You know, because now all of a sudden GBI is getting involved. The Attorney General of Georgia, Chris Carr, now you want to speak up. But where was y'all on February 23rd? Huh? Why now? Oh, because the video surfaced and you can't hide from it. But think about it, y'all. If that video didn't surface, the Attorney General wouldn't be making those statements. GBI wouldn't have got involved. Okay? Nobody would have said a damn thing. I just read y'all the letter that the second prosecutor wrote the goddamn chief of police before he recused himself, like, no arrest will be made. It's because they was pressured by the media. That video came out. We already on May 7th. It took y'all to May 7th to arrest them. That lets you know what time it is. You know? This is a case of, this is just pure racism and cover up. Alright? As far as the goddamn father-son duo, these two goddamn hoodlums right here, let me tell you something. Y'all full of shit. Because they whole case now, they're trying to stand on the defense of, oh, well, we was well within our rights. Stand your ground. The same bullshit George Zimmerman tried to do. That whole stand your ground shit. I really wish they would do away with stand your ground. Because clearly we see it's only, you know, it's a law that's only privy to certain people. It ain't privy to us. It's not privy to us. In both cases, in George Zimmerman and in this case, if you look at the facts, y'all tracked and hunted these men down. These young men down. They weren't bothering you. Y'all hunted them down. Y'all chased them. They were minding their business. So I'm not understanding how self-defense get in there. When you went looking for the fucking trouble. And then you gonna claim self-defense? And secondly, they think black folks don't know the law. In the state of Georgia, okay, because these men tried to say, you know, they was making a citizen's arrest. In the state of Georgia, how the citizen's arrest go, sweetie, is that you have to be physically seeing that person commit a crime. Like, you physically gotta catch them in the act. Physically. Y'all didn't see him in the act. Y'all lied. Okay? So knock it the fuck off. Then you said, oh, well, you know, stand your ground. It was self-defense. He violently attacked me. How the fuck he violently attacked you? Please tell me. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Tell your story walking. Like, are you serious? What y'all did, you know what this was? Y'all saw a black man in a neighborhood. And you know how certain white people think. Them rednecks down there. Oh, he's in a nice neighborhood. Oh, black man jogging. He can't just be jogging. Oh, he got to be running from a crime scene. Oh, he got to be doing something. Let me sit on my goddamn porch and watch a white person jogging. And I just assume that they responsible for some shit that happened in the neighborhood. And then they tried to say, you know, you heard with that prosecutor when he wrote the letter saying that they were in hot pursuit and they had evidence and all of this and probable cause. What fucking probable cause? Where the evidence at? it that you have the, let's just say you did have evidence. Why is it that you have evidence and the goddamn police department don't have it? Why the actual officers don't have it? That's the question everybody need to be goddamn asking when they tear apart that goddamn defense. You talk about you had probable cause that he was the suspect. He looked like the suspect. His story changed so many goddamn times. You had evidence, sir? That man was the burglar? Where? Show it. Why you ain't show it when you got arrested? Huh? Miss me with that bullshit. And how come you got the goddamn evidence as a retired police officer, but the goddamn police department don't got it? Shut up. Shut the hell up. Miss me with that bullshit. But they think people don't got critical thinking skills. And they think that they could just tell the public any goddamn thing and we gonna run with that shit. No, bitch. This was a clear case of murder. And I hope they put y'all under the fucking jail. But you know, that's Georgia, wishful thinking, and it looks like this is a town where they have the good old boys club. But I'm gonna leave it on that note because my camera is acting up. But I'm gonna leave it on that note. That was my final thoughts. But before I go, I do want to shout out my cousin Shalazar, Sha, as she goes by. Okay, she makes elderberry elixir, all natural. It's been helping me out. I've been taking it, you know, with me having a chronic illness, and my immune system is compromised. I suffer from sickle cell anemia. So in this time with big bitch Rona running the fuck around these streets, okay, you need to boost your immune system. All right. So she is selling all natural elderberry. It's a pretty big jar here, okay? She has all her ingredients that she uses, which is all natural, on it, okay? So you know exactly what you're getting. And she also has the instructions on how you need to take it, because this is like raw elderberry, like fresh elderberry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you know the ingredients that's on it, that's in this, okay? Because I know y'all can't really see this. All right, so this includes alkaline water, elderberries, cloves, organic cinnamon, freshly juiced turmeric, ginger root, and raw honey. Okay, so this is really good for your immune system. I'm gonna leave all her contact information right here and how you can get in touch with her and get you some, please. All right, get you some support. All right, this is really good for you, like for real. All right, so make sure y'all hit her up, tell her I sent you. Make sure you tell her, you know, T sent us. All right, from Brooklyn Toffee Experience. That's my family. So, you know, y'all show her some love. And again, this is the jar that you're going to get. This is a big jar, y'all. This is a big jar. This is a good jar. You know what I'm saying? And for adults, you would take 1 tablespoon. And for children over 1 year of age, we'll take 1 teaspoon. Okay? Kids that's 1 and over can take this. All right? So yes, shout out to my cousin Sha. All right, make sure y'all go hit her up again. I got her information right here. Show her some love, y'all. All right, and also I just want to dedicate this video to my uncle Melvin, who just sadly passed away. We're gonna really miss you. Okay, we love you. And no, he did not die from Rona, okay? But yes, he has passed away. So I was dealing with that. Like I said, I know it's been a week since I dropped a video, but you know, it's just so many things going on. I wasn't feeling well. You know, I had a bad toothache. I couldn't talk for like a couple of days, and then my allergies. So it was a whole lot of going on, all right? But I just wanted to dedicate this video to my uncle. We love you, and you will be dearly missed. All right, and on that note, you guys, I'm out. Oh, one thing too. I see y'all goddamn watching. I see my views. I see y'all watching. Y'all need to subscribe, bruh. Subscribe. I don't spend all this time editing, putting in subscribe, like, hit the bell, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe. I see y'all watching. So it don't cost you nothing to subscribe. It's free. All right? You know what I'm saying? You get to get entertained by my crazy ass. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because I see y'all watching. So I'm going to need y'all to translate that into subscriptions, boo. But anyway, I'm out. Y'all take care.